free will is not something that we truly can understand in our limited capacity, but we can understand to a certain extent. So, humans, it says, Akol midei shamayim chutz mirat shamayim. Everything is from heaven except the fear of heaven. Meaning, a human being does not have the ability to choose if he's going to be born or if he's going to die. Even if he shoots himself in the head, only Hashem decides if he's going to die or not. Even if he jumps off of the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, only Hashem decides if he's going to die or not. Now, even though statistics show that the overwhelming majority of people, 99.9% of people that jump out of the bridge are going to die. There's a guy that has a video on the internet, young guy, probably in his 30s, maybe even 20s, jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge to commit suicide. No parachute, no bungee cord. He wanted to die. And he's on a video telling about it, that he didn't die. Why? Hashem decided he's not going to die. Meaning that your life or death, you cannot choose. Whether you're going to be rich or poor, you cannot choose. Yeah, but I have a certain amount of job, I'm making a certain amount of money. So what? I know plenty of guys that worked in the money business, Wall Street, where every moron can be rich. You don't have to be a genius. People think that Wall Street guys are geniuses. Average Wall Street guy is a moron, complete moron, donkey. But he knows how to do certain things. He has a certain talent, like an autistic savant. He could sell, he could do calculations, he could communicate a certain way, analyze. There's a certain talent he has that allows him to make a certain amount of money. Does not mean that every Wall Street guy is genius, even if he makes $10, $20 million a year. Same thing with doctors. People think that all doctors are geniuses. No, they have a certain talent, certain ability that they're very good at. But they can be retarded in all the other things. Point being is, sometimes you'll see two doctors. And you're going to say, yo, this young doctor is much better than the old man. Why? Because you don't know what you're talking about. You think that the young doctor is better than the old doctor because the young doctor was nicer to you. So you think that makes him a better doctor. Little do you know that the young doctor, he just graduated 2 years ago. He hasn't even performed 2 surgeries. The old doctor that's angry and grouchy, he's already done 5,000 surgeries. He's the real doctor. But just because the young one has better bedside manner, you think he's a better doctor. That's because you're not a good judge. You have no idea what you're talking about. The point is, Rabotai, is that many times we're not good judges of our own character or other people's characters, our own abilities or other people's abilities. But nonetheless, Hashem decides what those abilities will yield. He'll decide if a Wall Street guy is going to make money or not. I know a bunch of guys that were on Wall Street were literally borrowing money just to survive. You're in the money business. You're investing millions of dollars for people, but didn't have a penny to buy coffee with. Nothing. And then I know a bunch of guys that were in different businesses, car washes, laundromats, selling stuff on Amazon, driving taxis, that became millionaires. I know one guy that works for UPS truck, he drives a car till this day. Drives the brown truck. Here, people look, oh, he's a UPS guy. You guys, I know some of those guys that work for UPS worth $15, $25 million. He's still driving the car today. He's going to make millions of dollars every year from UPS. He makes maybe probably $90,000, $100,000 a year. So how did he make so much money? He took the money, invested it, and he made a lot of money. Guy's worth $15, $20 million. He's got maybe 50, 100 properties. So looks can be deceiving. Certain people think that if they have a certain amount of job, or they work a certain amount of hours, or they do certain things, they're going to make more money. No, wrong. Only HaKadosh Baruch Hu can decide if you're going to be rich or poor. Only HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So what's really left for us to choose? The only thing that's left for us to choose is whether we serve Hashem or not. Whether we do what His Holy Torah says or not. That's your free choice. What about angels? Angels do not have the same type of free choice, but they do have a free choice nonetheless, but it's a different type. What's different about it? First of all, they don't have the desires we do. They don't have a desire to work and make money and be proud and show off and do all types of things like that. But angels do have certain things that they desire. For example, all angels desire to serve Hashem. There's a certain group of angels that are created and destroyed every day. They're created and they're destroyed on the same day. Why? They're created to serve Hashem and say His name, bless His name. Say Kadosh, 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 say to Hashem. But they're destroyed right after that. Why? They said it too fast. It's too early. Who said to say right now? Wait. He's destroyed every day. Millions of them. Certain angels will wait 2,000 years. 2,000 years to say Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. What you can say every single day when you pray in a minyan. For free. They wait 2,000 years to say it. And they wait patiently. That's what they want. Now, if an angel makes a sin, if you will, makes a mistake, if you will, they're punished immediately. He serves Hashem, but not the perfect way. He's punished immediately. A human, on the other hand, there's much more mercy on him. If he's alive in this world, she's alive in this world, she decided that she's only going to wear half an outfit. She calls it a mini skirt. She calls it a skirt that barely covers her legs. She calls it a shirt that's a t-shirt that animals shouldn't even wear. But she walks around with a shirt that pretty much discloses our entire body, leaves nothing to the imagination. So she walks outside, she's making a sin. Why? She's not modest. She's the king's daughter, but she looks like every average farmer or something. How could the king's daughter look like this? The guy, instead of going to put on tefillin in the morning, he goes and plays video games instead. He doesn't feel like praying. It's a sin. Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu loves that daughter, because HaKadosh Baruch Hu loves that son, even though that son is going against him, even though that daughter is going against him, He doesn't punish them right away. He gives them time. He says, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next year. And He gives them more time and more opportunities and more difficulties to bring them back, to put them in a situation where they have to call to Hashem. They have to call to Hashem because they realize that all of the junk that they served and did their whole life didn't pay. The only thing that could save them is Hashem. So Hashem loves everybody, but there's a limit to it. What's the limit? Limit is this world. Limit is this world. So the difference between angels and men is that angels will get punished right away. Men do not. Human beings do not. Sometimes they do, but most of the time they do not get punished right away. That's the main difference.